Special Orders 191 comes into play during the 1862 Maryland campaign. And this is when the Confederates are coming off their victory at 2nd Manassas. They come into Maryland. They cross the Potomac and make their way towards Frederick. The Confederates will camp here on the Best Farm.
This is the first invasion of the North. This is the first time the Confederate Army crosses the Potomac River, comes into Maryland with every intention of going into Pennsylvania. While Lee is at Frederick, he discovers that there's a Union force, a Union garrison, holding steadfast at Harper's Ferry. And that's no good, because that force at Harper's Ferry has the potential to interrupt General Lee's line of supply.
And he also has grand plans here in the north, trying to cut Washington, D.C. off communication, transportation, sort of suffocate it from the north, hoping to end the war.
To accomplish this removal of the enemy in Lee's rear, he issues Special Orders 191 at Frederick on September the 9th, 1862.
He issues Special Orders 191 to his commanders, basically giving them orders of what he wants them to do for the next 3 days.
All Special Orders 191 is a mission to move against Harper's Ferry, eliminate the Federal threat at Harper's Ferry, and then bring the Army back together again. That's what it is. And so General Lee will split his Army into 4 columns. He will send 3 of those 4 columns to Harper's Ferry to seize the 3 mountains, the 3 heights that surround the ferry, hopefully box or trap the Yankees in the hole between those mountains, get rid of them, either force them to surrender or fight them to death, and then bring the Army back together again, where Lee would be either at Boonesboro or at Hagerstown. And while Special Orders 191 is underway, General Lee will be looking north, because he has assigned the job of getting Harper's Ferry accomplished, that mission, to his best, most aggressive officer, Stonewall Jackson.
Now, the reason that D.H. Hill did not realize he was supposed to receive the orders is because when the orders were written, he's under the command of General Jackson. He had the order that was sent from Jackson and had no idea that there was another one that was coming.
Union forces encamped along the Monocacy River will discover Special Orders 191. Now, we don't know who lost it. We don't know who dropped it. All we do know is that the orders would be found by 2 men from Indiana who would find these orders on the ground, apparently wrapped around a few cigars. It would go up the line from one federal officer to the next until it finally arrived in the hands of George McClellan. In fact, he would send a message to the president, and I quote, "I have all the plans of the rebels, and I will catch them in their own trap." So in essence, Special Orders 191 will really catapult George McClellan into the offensive. Jackson's orders arrive safely. Lee's orders, on the other hand, become the lost orders.
The big question is, what exactly is the significance of the order? How significant is it to the campaign? Some people think it's like the watershed event. It's the turning point in the Civil War. And some people think that it certainly helped a little bit, but it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Following Special Orders 191, George McClellan launches attacks, resulting in the Battle of South Mountain.
And then the Battle of Antietam. This is not where Lee wanted to pitch battle. This was not part of his plan. He was forced to make a stand there. If the orders had not been found, if Harper's Ferry had fallen when they expected it to be, all of those elements would have changed. It could have been the Battle of Chambersburg or the Battle of Harrisburg.
As a result of that battle, Lee will leave Maryland, the invasion will end, and most important perhaps, 5 days following Antietam, the President will issue the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation, changing the nature of the war forever, making it now not just a war to preserve the Union, but now also a war to eradicate slavery.